Good morning, guys. So another green day, another green morning. Things look good, and so I was just looking at DAX here, right? Nice little tiny inside candle on July 6th, which was yesterday, and today is trying. Right, so let's see how far it can go, and we do have a news from the from Europe, Boris Johnson resignation, right, and many others who resigned. So how does that exactly affect the economy? What exactly happens? I personally don't know. I'm not from there. I'm not too familiar, but I can just wait until this price action goes on. This is DAX, Germany, right? And you guys can look at stocks 50 also, right? So there are a few, right? Also showing some strength. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But for now, I'm just watching these news. I don't know what's going to happen. Right? We'll find out in the coming days. But going back to SPX, here, the same thing as before for the last to the 3800 plus positive gamma builds up, right, and which also brings down volatility. All right, when volatility goes down, what happens to options? They slowly start going down. So take your profits if you're up. All right, and then under 3800 is when we switch back again, right? When the negative gamma kicks in, and then obviously dealers will have to position more towards the downside. But for now, market is in the upside range until it's there. Let's see how far it can go. Can we get this range? So it's pretty clear. Can we get this range here, resistance? Can we get all the way towards here? Who knows? And can we even get all the way towards here? Anything is possible. Stay open-minded. That's all I will say. And I'm also open all the way towards 3200 as well in the coming weeks or months. All right, so what happens? Let's see. Patiently, I don't know what's going to happen here. The last 2 days I've been very patient. I really don't know what's going to happen here. I will be very honest with you guys. That's the reason I'm not taking out any swings. Why? Because I am not seeing demand, because I work a lot with the flow and demand and the big money. I want to follow them because they're usually right, and it has worked for me for the past few months. I'm doing great, and I don't want to change that thing. So instead of me making my own decisions, I look for the big fund institutions where the money is going to go more than just day trading alone. If I see callback demands far out on stocks, and I see that pickup that, okay, you know what, there's more demand here, I will probably start playing vertical spreads or calls to the upside. Even to the downside right now, I'm not seeing too much demand. All right, like I'm not seeing no demand to downside either. All right, so not until I see this, I'm not gonna play downside either. So here, what happens is I don't know what's gonna happen, but one thing I do know that could happen, that I can mention or tell you guys, there is some positioning. There is some positioning on VIX. All right, so they don't have to buy other things. Sometimes they just buy one. There is some positioning on VIX which goes to these strikes above 35. And what happens if VIX goes up from here? What happens to the market, right? Because eventually I believe that we should touch at least 40, 45 for the type of market this is, for capitulations to happen, right? So when VIX goes towards here at 40, 45 level, that's when I think a lot of people will give in and they will sell, and that's when the market will maybe sort of hit a bottoming pattern. All right, and maybe this does not have to happen at all. Maybe it just consolidates here and slowly grinds slow. But there is positioning here on VIX for the upside. So that's my only one concern, right? That something might take us by surprise one of these days. It's a possibility. All right, it's a possibility. So I don't know what's going to happen, right? And Euro USD. Let's see what's happening here. Still weak, still weak, right? They had a rip, I know, but this is still weak. Let's see. Now these currency forex. Somebody asked regarding gold. Why isn't gold going up? Well, the USD dollar is strong, and then if you factor in all the currencies around the world, it will make more sense why gold isn't going up. All right, and then we have USD JPY into yen, which is holding pretty strong, and then we have the DXY itself, which is just going up. Right, this is not really good for the stocks, for North American stocks. But now the thing is, so if I was to compare something here, let's go on Amazon for example. Right, Amazon's been holding pretty well lately. What time frame is this? Ooh, Amazon is a short. Amazon is a short for the coming days. Amazon is a short. uh, anyways, not right now in the coming days, but here DXY dollars up, right? Amazon strong, but if dollar comes down, let's say if dollar comes down here by 1-2 points, these stocks will probably react positively to it. All right, and you should know why. I'm not going to explain why. LB has been telling you guys this for years. sorry, for many months I've been telling you guys this, right? Amazon could see a little upside. All right, stocks like SC can benefit from a weak dollar. All right, so keep that in mind. But the dollar right now is very strong, and let's see how far it goes. And if we just go on the historical monthly, where how far can it go? Wow. So when these spikes happen, they last, right? Last time in 2000, it touched $20. So what happens this time? This is actually a very nice breakout. Let's see. I have no idea, right? Let's see where, I have no idea. And then this went all the way from 85 cents to almost $1.62 back in 80s and 70s. And sometimes history loves to repeat itself, right? I don't know what's going to happen here, but this is a very nice little breakout. Crude, let's go over oil as well. This is a monthly chart I believe I have here. Yes, I do. Let's look at the daily, what's been happening here. So not bad, not bad. Tried breaking out, they slapped it down. Now we have strong support. If crude starts going up a little bit, that will be a little weak for the market. If crude keeps coming down, market will see some more upside. All right. So let's see what happens here. Then we have the U.S. 10-year. The rates are holding up. The rates are holding up. Let's see. I think if we get towards here, around this zone right here, roughly three. So if we reject 3 and start coming down again, then markets can go up, and then TLT you don't watch pre-market, but bonds might see some inflows then. All right, so I'm watching rates as well. So I showed you guys these little different tickers here instead of just going over technicals alone. These things are what's gonna if you put them together, is you can get a little idea of the market, what exactly may or may not happen. All right, stocks like DBC, if you're watching the commodity index, right, it's been down, now it's a strong support. So can we bounce from here, or do we give up more? What happens here, right? So many little factors. So apart from looking at SPX only of these levels, that what's going to happen here, you guys better be looking at all these tickers that I just showed you guys. If you don't know how to make sense of them, that's fine. Things change, and but slowly, the more you watch them, the more work you put into them, the more you will have to read up on them to understand why do high commodities or low commodities, how does the stock market gets affected in a market type like this, right? So there's so many combinations, possibilities that you can put together. Okay, so I did give you guys some valuable tips here, some nice little information. I hope you guys will take advantage of it. Stocks, technicals, let's see. And if you're playing upside, I highly recommend tech. I highly recommend tech over IWM or S&P or Dow. S&P will probably just go. I mean, they will also go up, not that they won't, but tech can make a much bigger move if the market is to rip. All right, with this, I think I'll finish it. God bless, and I'll see you guys back in the chat.